Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by
G'day and
AllReasonNoLogic.
welcome everybody to King of the Hill on Sundays. Thanks for joining us, and looks like we're going to be kicking off on Claymore. Unlike this morning, joining me is Twig and Tank Tom. We're going to be playing in this first match. No mods here, so we're going to be doing the same old, smaller sized games that we started off with.
That means we've got a full lobby already. Oh, just as we say that, Nightmare rocks up. That might take us so that we're available for him to join us in Discord.
Good.
Yeah. Should we look at getting this first one
I reckon we can get this first one underway.
rolling as is?
Got too much bonus.
Just make
though.
sure to post those rules, I reckon.
Yeah, let me do that. It's a good idea.
Oh, Nightmare has
We are gonna wait for all that to go through because everything needs to be reset. That's what that means.
Oh gosh. Suppose we can wait until there's. We'll start this when there's 15 peasants, so there's 3 against each.
Correct. Good day, Team Newt. Do see you in there. Bit of a Newt for everyone.
I mean, whoever's got Took My Love and Kakado in their lane, if they go together, we start.
Please don't be me. I need a win. I need a win.
I used to think I was good at this, but then I think it was 3 weeks ago. I finally lost for the first time. Yeah. I was the one that fell.
Live Fruit. Thanks for joining us and being our first message in stream. Or at least the first I can see.
I reckon we get going.
And just a
Nice one, Turnkin, for getting up at 4 a.m. to join us.
We do appreciate that one.
Oh no, E7's been having issues, Nightmare saying. Bro, this was meant to be the good one. We were looking for EU7. But yes, it's worth doing now if it's going to have problems.
Yeah, better if we get that sorted at the start of the night rather than later on.
We're all going to get shut down real quickly.
Yes.
At least saying don't
hey,
do it.
Unira's here.
He just likes the team that he's on right now. There we go.
There goes the lobby. Sorry about this, everyone. Bit of a rough start, but we'll get there.
Which one is this lobby? This is the this is EU8. Go for this one in the future.
Fun noob otters today, I guess it is.
That was probably just whatever the last game on this lobby was. Wonder whether it boots people to let us in.
That would be kind of funny if it does. Mean, but funny.
I just crashed. I don't know what happened. It will give everyone a moment to be able to make their way in. I still have. I do.
Looks like we're going to need some much higher bonuses if there's going to be 4 players a lane.
Do we want to move on to throne?
Nah, we'll stick with this. We'll just get it kicked off. Let's just force it.
With the 45s?
Maybe bump them up a tad.
Let's go 55.
These are always one of the difficult ones to
Judge.
guess just how far you have to push it.
We do ask if you start in between some of the lanes, that you pick a side that you're going for.
Pick a triangle and commit to it. Once that's beaten, then you can expand out from there as you want. I reckon we are pretty well good to go.
I reckon so.
Hey, I'll kill you for fun. Thanks you for subbing to us for 2 months. Legend. Absolute legend. One of the players I really don't want to face off against in these games.
Thankfully, for us, spectating, so...
Repping that Noot clan.
Yes. We have a chance of living.
There is quite a lot of firepower in here still.
And J Frost for 3 months.
Oh,
Boys.
we're doing good tonight.
Boys.
Thank you very much. I think it's the Halloween music, and the year 2 energy.
Yeah, wow, we're in 2 years of this now. Oh. How is my wife still with me?
That is
it's a really good question.
I think she knows that this is my one hobby that just keeps me sane in between all the things that happen in life. So she's more than happy for it. Love her very much for supporting me and everything else.
Supporting, putting up with,
Pretty much. Oh no. There's nightmare zombies on. That means that there's 2 to 5 zombies that spawn per.
No.
We do not want that.
If that's...
Oh, look.
Oh, well, it's just got to be...
It is what it is.
You know what I'm going to just do? I'm just going to send stuff straight at their base, let it die there, and then... That's how we win. He's got it on just for maybes. All good. All good. I cannot beat the Nightmare zombies. I've played a couple of skirmishes and... Yeah, it's 2 to 5 zombies of higher strength than the original unit strength spawn in the place of any corpse that dies. Here we go. I'm liking my spot. I feel safe to the right. And Tank Tom's on my left.
Oh, I think I think my map is rotated a bit. Yes, I'm not where I thought I was.
You check the other stream to confirm?
That's okay.
I don't think you've been in that position. It's usually either me or Ollie.
Don't think I have, no.
So I'm never here either. I'm usually where you are or where Duffy is. I do prefer Duffy's spot. I like the lineup of the mexes, and I put all my build power in between the two that are in line with each other, kind of in line with each other. Actually, no, that's yours. That's yours that has the twin line.
This.
It's alright, with the extra plus 10 that we get this time round. Oops.
So yeah, what I'm just putting into the chat there, Prey can maybe look down in between his and Tank Tom's base. If you're spawning in that position there, just make sure you either picked for Praetus to go for or Tank Tom to go for, not both.
Me, two players have the same comm, and Extreme seems to be placing it in the middle over and over again.
Might have to spec Extreme then.
I'm tempted to trust turned cannon on this one because I saw him quite a lot on the stream earlier. Oh, it looks like that might have been done before I could even... Oh no, there it is. Spec. Think. Hey! That's fun. Do G kick.
So we got 55% bonus. Does that mean I can get 2 fusions out instead of 1? 10% more?
That's what I'm going. That's the theory I'm going with.
You guys didn't overthrow your energy like you were supposed to.
That's because the wind is bad.
I was
Yeah,
banking on everyone else overflowing and build a storage instead.
I've bottomed out.
You're low on power.
Yikes. I'm going to have to build solars. What is this?
You've got the metal to burn at this point in the game.
This is true. I should have just gone straight into them.
Yep.
Everyone's so quiet.
Yes.
Nice and focused.
I've taxed my brain a little bit too much recently.
Farage
Things.
asks if you can go into the middle. No, you can't go into the middle yet. Wait for 10 minutes.
Not at this stage.
I did not go into enough conversion early on.
Yes, I'm doing my best to get it up at the moment, but it is not going up quickly.
It'd be taking some time, as it often does.
But I think I've just gotten myself enough, which is good.
An allied commander self-destructed. Enemy commander destroyed.
I never do that. I never do the reclaim of a commander. When am I king? Just too nervous to not get it back up. Ready for that 10-minute mark.
And you know a lot about not getting it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Enemy commander destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed.
At the moment. next to me.
Commander destroyed.
Should probably go for T2. You guys probably already have T2 happening, don't you? Tom's
I
is
do.
out. They're all
Yeah.
finished. I'm always so slow on it.
Oop, I nearly built a welder.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Nope, this is not the match where we build that.
That off.
My god, I'm eating the wrong thing.
5 minutes 30.
stupid. Ugh, my base routing is causing problems. I have messed up everything.
Yeah, it'll do that.
I think I can fit an APHIS in.
Really? You're going that well.
No. I'm just saying that to scare people.
Oh, get me some more build power there.
I did not upgrade all my mexes before I got my fusion. What
Oh
am I
my
doing?
god, Twig.
I only
What are
upgraded
you
one.
doing?
I only got one up.
God, that's bad.
That's pretty bad, Twig.
I mean, Ollie, you are the one that always dies first, so no complaining. It is slow.
The whole team is wasting energy.
That's not ideal.
No.
Yoshi.
40 seconds.
Okay.
It's not ideal, honestly.
Well, it could be worse. But yeah, not great.
Okay, just finished the base in time. Mine actually looks better than yours. Don't know what you guys were worried about.
Lava level is dwindling.
All right, let's go.
T2 unit detected.
Boy.
Whew, just enough.
Oh, I forgot about the bases in the middle. The inevitable
Yes.
bases. Who's that? Is that Scarv? That is Scarv.
These guys are important to take out. Whew.
Obviously, put repeat on. Jesus, that's T2 defenses. I do not want to deal with that.
I know, right?
Terrifying.
Why do people get better
What?
at this game? I don't like it.
Yeah, you let them build all this stuff.
It's terrible. Oh, I'm not building.
Oh, what am I doing? I need to probably push forward.
Yes, you do. You need to get out and you need to be killing things. If you're not, then we have problems. This bit's not defended.
Oh my god. That's too much. That's too much stuff.
Alright, cool. I'm in
Yeah, I don't know
someone's
how I
base.
keep on
I have killed a base.
scaling into this. Avoid the com. Do a very bad job of avoiding the com. Not even make it into the base. Sweet.
Yes, this
I don't
this
know
is
how
a
to
loss
assault.
of 4 to 1 odds is not great, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I've got the mix of T1 and T2 vehicles, and I am not getting out anytime soon by what I'm seeing. Because I also just can't get the critical mass to punch.
Yes, on
Which
my
is
big push got
terrifying.
absolutely repelled, which I don't love.
And now they've got all the things required to deal with stuff.
Yep.
So I can't assault anything at the moment. And
Uh,
that
it-
is
I think some of my players just went over to have left their triangle.
they haven't attacked yet. So
I think that they are controlling the geos, which they're not allowed to do till they win their triangle. But anyway,
That's
yeah, that's probably
in the
not a bad
middle.
point.
yes.
Well, probably not the clearest rules.
What do I want to get out of here? That's not it.
Oof, that's a problem.
That's a good point. I can see something back there.
Whole team is wasting energy.
Okay, I should hopefully win my lane very shortly.
Nice.
Yep, second commander down, one to go.
Cool.
Where should I help first? Duffy is probably better shape than you, Tom.
Yeah, if you can swing across, I can help with trying to hold off. Or if you swing my way, then we can try and
Yeah.
free this up, because
I'll
I
just
suspect I'm about to get.
Do a quick thing first.
Um,
And yes, that quick thing is Eco Whore for a bit.
Yep. I understand the need to eco whore.
they are prepped to deal with you.
Oh, okay, we got
I
Fiends.
That can hit my base, which I'm not a fan of. This one over here.
Oh, well then pause the game. You know how it goes. Let them know.
Battle paused.
Just remember, people, if you've got
Things.
turrets that can reach any base's original eco position. Rule 2, no structures that can attack anyone's base or any defensive structures.
Rattle. I mean,
Where's your rattle? It's not even.
I mean, he's talking about
He's talking about this stuff here.
Geo.
yeah, it's
You
allowed to
can't
be
there.
the starting eco,
It is not.
and also that is yeah not really in the triangle. Anyway, if your structures can reach the starting base
That's right.
of a
It
king
looks like
or
it's
a
going to
peasant,
be sorted out. God damn, I do not like the look of this
Where's a builder?
at all. How long you're going to be coming across to assist?
yeah, pretty soon. I'll just build a fusion
Because
instead
they
of a.
are pushing me. There's pressure building that I don't necessarily want to have to deal with on both sides.
Yeah,
I can't assault them without
I'm
losing
coming,
everything.
I'm coming.
They have a lot of sniper.
Yeah, it will be a problem. Why are you going down there with your whole army, Tom?
Because I was just giving it a move command to not be dying.
Anyway,
Now that you're here and they're split,
distractions
can-
are happening.
yeah, we can both push together, which is what I was waiting for.
Let's slightly micro this so we don't lose them to the commander.
My entire push is dead. Push this way. Go around the commanders. Don't worry about them. Get them back.
Just hoping to get the commander to
Don't worry about the comm at this stage. If you
Punch,
can cripple their
punch,
eco,
punch.
just
yeah.
going for this, trying to take these snipers out because that's what will slowly drain all of this.
If you can hit the eco, the snipers stop shooting.
Yeah, snipers.
Yes, I think I've broken one of my
The snipers
lanes.
stop shooting, then we're good. There you go. That's
Okay,
what we want.
cool.
And keep rolling.
Enemy commander
You will lose stuff to those comms, but if you just keep on punching through,
Yes. Lane broken.
Push, Twig, push.
Yep. Sorry.
Don't
Sound
leave
like
him sitting there.
It's like I'm sled dog over here. Mush. Oh, Ollie is dying. It is not good. I'm going to change this to save Ollie, because I feel like I have enough to help you now.
I need to pause this push over here for a sec, because they are killing everything that goes forward. So you have to punch through from your side.
Oh good. Oh,
It should be less defended.
Let's kill this calm.
Don't worry about the comm, kill their eco. Because they're pushing on me and I can't necessarily hold them off.
I can't get this eco.
They're bringing units back now. So keep the pressure on and keep punching hard. They've turned their starlight so I can move out again.
Cool. I don't actually have much left. So I bring Razorbacks. Actually, maybe I'll go Rauders for once.
Keep punching.
Yeah, I will, but I just can't actually punch if I don't have anything left. I can either defend you or I can hold back until I can get my stuff to push through. Okay, time to help Ollie, who is dead. So Ollie, I'm going to give you a comm and a max. There you go. Rebuild and do spam.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't necessarily worry about the front here. They've got all their starlights turned. I'd come up through here. Make them split their forces. Rather than us all dying to the same static.
Yeah, well they've got so much over here. Fact is, if I push, I'm going to lose all of this because there's nowhere near enough. I'm better off defending until we've got the winning force here.
I can't get out of my base at the moment then.
Well, you can go
Not
like
getting out of
this.
your base is okay.
I'm just going to go and try and help out Ollie's X-base.
I have 10,000 metal, Twig.
Thank you, I will spend that quite happily. Maybe I should go into a Titan.
We are... I'm worried about things coming from behind me is my biggest fear.
Vanguard's
One
almost
moment.
there, Tom. Just trying to micro out Ollie's base a little bit to deny these max points. Help out Duffy.
Let me know when you're ready and I'll push with you.
Yep. Oh, this team is overflowing a shitload. I'm going to increase my spam.
T3 unit detected.
They're shooting your stuff as well.
Alright,
Oh,
there's this guy.
Lobby.
Well, he says he was 3 vs 1. We were all 3 vs 1, or there was a couple 4 vs 1s. I think Tom had 4 vs 1.
Yes, there was 2 3 versus 1s and 3 4 versus 1s.
Let's get these
And it was
spamming.
a little rough at times.
Oh yeah.
But once I did my initial attack and it failed, the opponents had a chance to build up and push me. I chose to eco, which meant that I had little to no defenses, but that then gave me the units I needed to break them. The massive metal dono I had for them could have quite easily done the job.
Destroyed.
They look to be pushing Twig.
Yeah, that's alright. Got Razorbacks here, they don't have static, that'll take that out. They have got too much spam coming their way now.
Yes. Let us charge all together.
Well, I just got the unit loss notification. Thank Tom, you did it.
I mean, our large
With
just
no
stood
help
back
at
long
all.
enough to.
He is against the best player on their team, best OS.
No.
Oh, I forgot about my Sprinter
good.
army.
Deal with those pulsars.
Go, Sprinter Army, go.
Cut down their power.
The Con was back here somewhere, unless we've already just killed him.
At least the Kings won one.
Thankfully, Claymore, I think, still is percentage advantage Kings,
Yeah.
but
Part of that is, I think it's usually the one that we get to actually play, and
it's
three players.
it's usually
that-
because the Kings are the most experienced players.
Damn, Duffy took me away. Took the destroying enemy resource production away from me.
Oh, and I got max damage. Nice. All right, we'll open this one up to a much bigger lobby if we can. I think the lobby may have been locked during that, so we didn't quite have the build up we normally do.
I did not lock anything.
I think that was me. I'm going to be honest.
Ah.
When we were trying to stop it from going too big, and then things happened, and forgottenness happened.
Evening Black Death, our AllReasonNoLogic
Hey!
Discord mod, and YouTube and Twitch. If you got any questions, jump on the chat in AllReasonNoLogic streams, and he'll be sure to click your answer. Or if you got any for us, throw them in there too. Are we speccing or are we playing the next one? What are we doing?
G'day, HKO. Nice to see you in chat. Turned canon if you're listening. That happens when the IDs are the same. We try to stop that from happening, but occasionally a couple slip through the cracks. There isn't much we can do about it once we're in game, but we do try to fix that up before it happens.
Seventeens.
So with only 27 players, that means the Kings, I reckon, might have to go back to their original. Either we do 4 Kings, or we do the 7 Kings with low bonuses.
Why don't we
guys?
Why don't we put some pressure on some of those lower OS players to be Kings? So just the lower OS players.
Yeah, if anyone wants to if anyone who hasn't had a go at Kings before, at being a King before, and wants to do it against a less overwhelming number of players, we'll give you a good bonus, and and we'll go from there. So jump down into the bottom lane if you haven't already had a go at it, and we'll if there aren't any takers, then we'll orient in a different direction. But feel free to give it a go. Though the lobby is building, so it might turn out to be a bit of a full house all the same.
Do we just force some people down there and see if they leave the team?
I mean, we could. We 100% could. Is there? Also, I suspect a lot of people aren't watching the stream at the moment, so they might not have even heard the invite.
We will see what we get down there. Other than having people join the team, we should be pretty well set to go, I think.
Scarv, there we go. Scarv gets a spot. Did Praetor's mic cut off in chat as asked? I don't think so.
Praetorth is just looking at my side of things, it should be just fine. Praetorth is just resting his voice a little bit. I did 5.5 hours of casting this morning for the Creed of Champions 1K event. The VOD should be up on our channel. And pretty interesting set of guys. Their whole thing is essentially excellency in teamwork, strategy, and to each other, whether that means your teammates or your opponents. So basically, it's just it's a group of gamers that actually want to have fun with the game. They run some very interesting lobbies. For example, using the terrain deformation abilities, they created a wall in the middle of a map so that the only way across was spiders. They've also flattened out, I think it's Krakatoa, which turns into an absolutely phenomenal game. I actually have to say the Krakatoa game will almost certainly end up on our YouTube channel. Johnny drops table. It is Creed of Champions, so COC. I do actually have I'll see if I can find it, but essentially, if you I think this is their Discord link. If you're interested.
Okay, looking at what we've got, I reckon I'm going to make everyone 45s and we'll get started.
Are we up there? I suppose we haven't done.
I suppose we are.
I'm surprised.
You are right. It is CRD.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember COC being the tag.
I mean, look. If you're asking about what the abbreviation is for a clan from us, you're probably going to get something that is not quite politically correct.
Creed of Champions. It does make sense.
Yes, it does. It does. But also, if you do look at what our clan tag is, it will probably give you a fair idea.
Those with the stigmatism, yeah, definitely has the same shape as.
Oh, we're up to 45 players. 45. I think that actually means we might be up to a 55 bonus.
55s, you say?
I do. Because these peasants have been nasty recently. Very nasty. And then let's kick this one off. Next will be Raptor Crater, and then we'll finish us off with a hot stepper, special hot stepper.
So with special hot stepper, depending on how we can figure it out, we got the chain reacting what's it called? Chain reacting construction turrets. We will probably put the extra units on, like the full scarf pack, or We might even try turning air on.
Do you want the T2 build towers for this one?
No. We have enough players that the build limit's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
In that case, we can get going.
Surprised Manira didn't jump down here with us. He's very OP at that defensive line. Perhaps the bottom team's not actually unlocked. Let's get a ready up, people. I will post the rules quickly. You do have the tremor and everything turned off, don't you, Tom?
Yeah, that should be the tweak units.
Sweet.
We start when people ready up.
Yeah. We need everyone to ready before we can get going.
Yes.
Oh, we just had another player jump down the bottom. I think we might cast the next one as well.
Yes, we will.
All right, let's back anyone that is not ready and kick it off.
Just you, JK Kogut. Looks like you are getting spec'd.
And we've got one with a download going as well.
There we go. All right, let's kick this one off. Excellent.
Smooth sailing.
We try and keep the lobby sim as short as we can, but
Trust me, we're doing very well. We're doing very, very well. Some of the longer lobby sims this morning, we managed to complete 2 long form interviews in them, so that was good. All right, I'm going to take a position at the front because I like it.
Let me set up beside you.
So,
Right.
Jalio, can you hear me? Excellent. If I feed you metal, can I have a T2?
There you go.
Excellent.
It's been asked. If anyone breaks the rules, Duffy's got the privilege to kick. Keep this thing running.
It'll be worth giving them the heads up as to why they're no longer in the game.
Because you broke the rules. That's why.
Most people
I will get you an energy storage as well then.
For this one, it's basically we should have turned off all of the T2 artilleries. But T3 is fair game if you can make it to that point. You basically eco for that first 8 to 9 minutes, build up as much army as you can, and then charge on forward. And hopefully, we're ready to deal with whatever you throw at us.
Okay, Twig, Ollie, and Praedyth on the defensive positions. Got Kato, Tank Tom, and Scarve on the unit production
I feel like I'm on the
wings.
defensive corner.
That is, I hate that one. That's the one I always get stuck in. I was willing to be the last to spawn in, but you kindly took it. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
And then Jelio up there, getting us a Juggernaut by 8 minutes.
Frost start.
Hmm?
Those tuning in, what is this? Beyond All Reason. A game with almost no limits except for the population cap, of course. That is the limit.
Exactly. So while we're getting set up, we'll actually run into that a little bit because I'm trying to get better at playing and talking at the same time. So this is King of the Hill. We've shoved a large number of highly skilled players onto the top of the hill. And we give them a bonus of some kind. We try to balance it out based on who is up there versus who is down there, number of players, that sort of thing. And then we sort of give them free reign to do whatever they want for 10 minutes. Then the lava drops and it is open season. We do not allow structures to be used offensively because you can just set up some ridiculous positions using that. They also have very long range, which is a problem. We've turned air off. We've made a couple of little tweaks to allow for artillery to be manageable, but that's basically the goal of it.
Over the years? We can say years now, can't we?
It hasn't been years. It has been a year. So
You can say 1.01 years.
after all this time. Sending energy and metal to Jaleo to get that beautiful T3.
When they're empty.
Yep. Which they are not currently. Getting a lot of funding from those trees is doing them good.
Trees be good. Trees are definitely friends. I feel like every time I do this, I put my build towers in different spots as you're trying to work out just how to lay out bases.
I mean that's sort of the essential. Jaleo needs metal. I'm playing this very badly. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not doing well.
Yeah, I'm bombed out on energy.
Yep.
I would say you're supposed to be our fearless leader, but that's Twig, so you're safe on that count.
Twig is our fearless leader, so we're perfectly content with not doing so great.
I need storages.
That is exactly what I need as well. Those beautiful energy storages.
An allied commander self-destructed.
Alright, let's pump Jaleo with what he needs.
Correct. Delicious. Right. Scarf, how are you going? I see that you're quite high on the metals.
You have way too much energy. Moment.
I must convert as much energy as I can to get the T2s. This is going to be a slow start for me. Because I gave Ollie well and truly... Well, actually, I can see how much I've given.
You have supplied, yes?
Metal... Oh, no, I don't think I can, actually. That's right. I've given Jaleo much metal. Oh, I got that little bit of overflow. Nice.
Enemy commander destroyed.
We need way more conversion.
destroyed.
Right. Let's get ourselves. The build power that we need.
That is a good point. More build power.
And then let's get the defenses, and then let's go into mad eco.
Commander destroyed.
Very nice. Ollie going with that first fusion. Same with Praedyth. I am terribly behind.
Oh, he's doing great. He's still got his lab to reclaim, and he's nearly got that fusion up.
I did get the last of the T2s.
Yeah, excuses, excuses.
Need more metal storage there. Yeah.
Thank you, Jellio. Should probably start on defenses now.
Commander destroyed.
Probably. You need to give me an energy storage and a metal storage. You are going into a second fusion. Actually, you're going into some build power over here.
You're overflowing metal.
Oh, shit.
You're going
Yeah, not
into
good words to be
some
saying, Greg.
radars. You're going into some cameras.
Oh, it's not in the right spot. What are you? That's alright. I'll get up.
Two minutes left. Build some T2 defenses as well.
Correct.
Try and position my... Actually, I don't really want to build a rattlesnake because it has the possibility to do team damage.
Yeah, it's worth it.
You reckon? You reckon do it?
Yeah.
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 Alright, 8 minutes 30 something. What we need is a bit of spam.
Bit of spam. Bit of scuba spam.
He's building repeat on both of his labs. These need to build stuff.
Okay, units are happening. Get those radars up, boys. Everyone's got radar. Yes, they do. Tom probably needs one
Yeah,
on
we
his
do.
edge.
Yeah, we do.
Praedyth, maybe just send some down here. Just in case.
Yeah. Scav, be a little bit careful of building those so close to the edge. Commanders have been known to do some D-gun shenanigans.
Alright, 957.
Lava level is dropping.
Here they come.
All right, after an uneventful first first few minutes, let's see exactly what happens. Why 1080p instead of 1440p? No idea. I am streaming in 1440p, but for whatever reason, you're getting 1080p. It is what it is. Send me metal if you have it spare, just by the way. I'm going APHIS.
There we go. This is what we were talking about. The
Ooders.
Now he has lost all of his build power. I think Jellio, can you send one Razorback down there? Your first one, because that is the way we lose.
I'm heading over there now.
You've received new units.
Thank you.
Geez, this is a lot of things over here that I can't deal with. And why did that die?
Oh,
God, they've got
no,
T3 shelling.
not the D gun.
There's T3 shelling my base already.
Oh wow, you need to get shields up then.
Yep.
Tier 3 unit is ready.
Alright, there's Chronographer over here doing this sneaky stuff.
Doing the sneakies.
Really need to... Scarves, I think, going to be out. He's got his eco right near the base.
Yes. Does have
I have
triple
metal.
fusion though, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Metal.
If
It has...
I can push
Oh, thank God.
over this way, that would be ideal.
I am defensive for a while. I have commanders degunning up my sides.
I
That
really think we have to consider banning degunning off the sides.
Thing is, we didn't push out as a team to take these
I tried
lanes.
to push. I got to here and got hit with like 5 comms.
Alright, I've been pushed back. Can definitely get through them though. If I can take my Razorback forward.
Tier 3 unit
Yikes.
detected.
Oh God, how'd that hit? Oh God. Okay.
Alright, Kato, if you're listening, let's push up through the guts here.
Bouncing shells is an issue.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is a lot of defenses here. How do we feel about defenses being built in no man's land so we can't get down our ramps?
Well, the rule is if it can reach your eco, it's
There's
not
no
allowed.
there's no rule against them building it there as long as they can't hit your base.
Okay.
I really need to expand this eco.
I'm just building shields at the moment because I'm going to be shelled to shit.
We
Is
just need
basically
it.
what's...
We need to push out.
Yeah. Everywhere that I've looked can't necessarily let me come with these. That's a comm.
Missed my grade and got taken out by a bucket load of snipers. Didn't push at the same time. Too many snipers there.
Nice way.
Jelly, I'd definitely be focusing somewhat on the
Have those.
eco
Use them all
because
together.
Destroyed.
Yeah, don't build both at the same time. Do like a Razorback if you need to give it, and then ditch it.
because I don't have the economy really to make much use of the of T3 units. They are certainly helpful, but
Nice work, Ollie. You're doing good out there.
Nice.
I'm gonna just keep feeding you units. I'll let you deal with frontline stuff. I will try and keep the bases alive. And that way you've got a bunch of stuff to be able to actually mount an offensive with.
Okay, just after we kill this area, we need to can you send that way, Kakado? Take out those snipers.
Oh dear, I'm getting T3'd now.
Okay, we've killed one wing. Killed one wing. Get that fusion.
How are you going down here, Prey?
It could be better. Could be better. Okay, I'm gonna give these to you, Ollie, because I can't get them out of my base.
Yeah, I don't see us getting out of down here anytime soon, so I think things are going this way. We need more conversion.
I'm not doing fantastic up here either.
Yes, we are, we're in trouble. We're in quite a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we don't push out soon. We are quite stuffed. Ah, scavs are on.
Ah, feck.
Why are scavs on? I mean, zombies.
What do you mean, why?
Why are zombies
Oh
on?
god.
That's just shit. It's not for King of the Hill.
Yeah, that's not what we want for these.
That's just completely killed the kings. That Kakado was
Oh
our...
god, yeah, that's
Alright, well let's just resign. Oh my god, that is pointless.
If we can have that base given to us and those destroyed, we might have a chance of salvaging this, but we need to make sure that those settings don't get left.
Just turn it off completely.
On.
Like
Yeah,
we'll
not
turn it on if we
for-
want. Yeah, that's no good.
They are not part of the balance of King of the Hill.
no.
Can we have that base back again, or something close to what it was?
Yeah, let's give him a fusion or something. Oh well, it's still turning on. I've just got this stuff turning up continuously. Nightmare. The scavs are just going like crazy.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's like harder to defend against the zombies than it is the players. I'm just gonna go in there and actually untick the
Oh god,
box myself.
got these here as well.
Commander destroyed.
Looks like we're in the process of getting them all removed.
I've just disabled it in the game
Yeah, I've
menu as
done
well.
that as well.
Yeah, we will need an equivalent of that base up there given back to us to be able to continue to have a chance.
Yep.
I mean, we can just let ourselves lose too. Just get on to the next game.
We may do that, yes.
Okay, where is a constructor? Yeah, we can.
From what we've seen of the zombies, it doesn't necessarily help anyone. It just delays the end of the game from the couple that we've had.
Who needs metal? No one.
Nobody needs metal at the moment.
Oh god, they've got catapults here now.
Yes, yes they do.
Catapults shoot through shields, so I am
Yes, yes they
probably
do.
dead. Between the vanguards and the fat boys. It's kind of good luck to get the catapults.
I just realized I am about to fall.
Yes, you are.
Peter, I mean, in the middle there, Jellio, can you send stuff my way? Real quick. I need you to micro it too.
I can't get out. Those, I need something faster, longer range.
The whole team is wasting energy.
Yes, yes we are. We cannot spend.
Food. Food.
You can't degun me through the catapults.
You know what we need? We just need one bloody, what's that unit called? One defensive Juno.
Yeah, that'd help. That'd definitely help.
Oh god. Yeah, I need a... I can't get to that spot.
I'm trying to get
So
around
much
to you.
dead.
But I'm taking a lot of fire to do it.
Yeah. Problem is, if we can't get there, then I'm dead anyway. But
Yeah.
you know what we can. Let me rebuild this. Here, I guess. No, build. Ah, I've got spiders.
Yep. Kagi's up the wall. Unfortunately.
Alright, probably can go help.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
me.
no.
Dead.
I am
I'm dead.
doing my best.
I am proper dead. That is access to the middle and no way for me to resupply.
I think we lost this. I think we
We
lost.
Yeah.
we did lose this one.
Let's enjoy it for what it is.
Yes.
The peasants have gotten significantly better based on the fact that I had Vanguard shelling at like 11 minutes.
I think that's every game I've played recently.
Because it then put me on the back foot of building a whole bunch of shields. And then struggling to push on out because every time you did, you walked into the Fat Boys and the comms, and they had the artillery ranged units.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a couple of builders if we can, and I'll try and rebuild. But
Yeah,
I
here you go,
doubt
take
I'm
these.
gonna- Yeah,
Do what you can with them. They're on hold fire, by the way.
they look to be.
I don't know whether that setting transfers across, but for me, they
Yes, it
were.
did.
I set them to hold fire.
That makes a lot of sense. What you were doing with them?
Yep. Because otherwise, they'd just be shooting spam. It looks like my entrance is about to fall to a couple of demons.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And now the rush is coming.
How do we stop the catapults? Or do we just have to occupy that space?
You have to occupy
You
the
have to
space.
duel them, basically, and occupy the space.
Yeah.
Nice. Ricochet damage.
No, no, that's not nice. That'd be our
Igloo.
base.
Yeah. That would be our base.
This is where you just go for broke, hope for the best, spend everything.
Just send it all.
Yeah, at this
Send
point
it
it's
all.
just last hurrah, move on. I think.
Kato was our highest eco player as well when the things took over, the zombies.
Yep.
Oh, Ollie's made it out and around. Nice work.
Ah, there's a freaking juggernaut over here. Got some sneaky units over here coming to your base, Ollie.
Where's the jug?
Yeah.
I need energy to be able to power these Thors, unfortunately. They don't shoot too well. Oh, we're nearer.
Here you go, Twig.
I died. The Vanera got all four on my own with a commander.
Yeah, look, big expensive T2 units are great, but I just do not build them in this game because of D-gun.
Yeah. Maybe a couple that you can sit behind other things to fire over the top, but you can't justify building them en masse just because things go pop real good.
Yeah. Oh look, the Thors are good for like inside our base. But yeah, I've just gotten into the habit of not building them. In fact, I don't even think of them as an option, despite the fact that one of them got a comm kill that would have wrecked my base before.
We just double check that the
You did
lobby's not
very
locked.
well, Ollie.
Because
You did
we've
very well.
just had a comment saying that the
It's not
Yeah,
locked.
I just unlocked it then.
I am going to detonate my commander. Nicely done, peasants.
Very nicely done.
Nicely done, zombies.
Battle ended.
Good work, Ollie, actually getting out and dealing a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah,
Mm.
he got the time to aphis.
Yeah.
I think at 3 aphises. I think he had.
Jeez, did he have that many?
Yeah, I just had to go units to keep
I was running on fusions.
too many snipers out my way. All right.
Let us jump ourselves over to Raptors.
Grab the Raptors one. Now, will it do the boxes? There we go.
Are you guys playing, or can I spec you?
Now we need
We'll
to
probably cast this one.
do some casted ones. What VC are we in? Do you want me to drag you up into the voice channel? Because
Who's
we're in
asking?
a hidden one at the moment for casting.
There we go. He's waiting for interview, drawing you down.
Yeah.
Hey, Grump.
Good day. How's it going?
Hey, how you guys going?
Yeah, not too bad. We're just getting the next match set up. You did quite well in that previous game.
I just got here. I didn't play.
Oh, didn't you?
Wrong person.
No. I
That
think
was
that was
Kakato.
Duffy
That was
Oh,
Kakato.
sorry.
or Kokadu. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got too many. There's too many names. There's too many names. Sorry, I thought for a second you were the one that got scavved.
Oh no, it wasn't me. I just got here. I'm excited though, bro. I love this mode.
It's a good time. It's a good time. We'll be casting this one, but will you be in the middle or will you be casting with us?
It's up to you. I guess I could try casting with you guys. I'm a bit nervous though. Let's see how it goes.
What are
We're
you
always
talking
happy
about?
to have
You stream every night.
I'm still nervous, bro.
Anyone else that wants to go king, jump down in team 2. You'll get priority over anyone that's got the 55 bonus from last game. We like to share this
do you wanna-
around.
And do you want to send us a link to your channel, and then I'll post that in the Twitch and the YouTube, and Twig will do the same, just so that people know who you are and they
Sure.
can follow you if they want to.
Should I just stay offline for now, or do you want me to go live now? Like I don't
I
mind.
just for now stay. Well, I mean, you're up to you what you do, but
Okay.
just so that we can share a bit of awareness, and we'll also probably be rating you at the end if you're streaming, so you'll get them then as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll do the after party as usual.
So what time zone are you in?
London, in London.
So that'd make it early in the
11:30 a.m.
morning. Yep. You're
Yeah.
dedicated.
Usually you
You're
guys-
very dedicated.
Usually you guys go live at 12, but we gained an hour. We lost an hour because of the time zone thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
It's kind of like push my sleep.
All right, we should be getting pretty close to ready on this one. Low peasant numbers tonight. I think with the special event, whenever there's a special event earlier in the day, we do tend to see some lower numbers.
We got 11 now, so Man Bear Pig gets to be king. And all right. Just sharing the love, guys. I know you want to stay up there as kings, but you can be king next game again. Sorry, Jelio and Kikato. You've had a turn. What you can do is come eco together. That's pretty much like being a king.
I think they probably had more eco. I think that in most games they have more eco than me.
It is not uncommon, but it looks like we are good to go.
I think as
Alright.
Duffy is on the peasant side, he's gonna get maybe like 5 or 6 people coming in. He's gonna be a very rich peasant. That's for sure.
Oh, hopefully that plus 65 in the middle is enough to counter that, and maybe some lanes will do some good at pushing out. I know Platinum Blonde quite strong in this one. Rosie quite strong as well. Mazza quite strong. In fact, I think it's a pretty strong Kings team all around.
Yeah, it does look that way.
All right, we've got one player downloading, and then we'll kick this one off.
A few cookie players in here. Maybe you guys need to all jump in as kings together on one of these.
I'll give you an offer next week if Clan Cookie can get themselves nine kings online at the same time. We'll do a Cookie versus the world. We'll give all 9 king spots to Clan Cookie.
But just happened, we just had 2 people drop out of kings.
Oh no, who did we lose? Platinum Blondes jumped out, and Rosie jumped
Rosie.
out.
I think they're potentially looking at jumping in on the next one. That's what I saw on the chat. So we're looking at one more. There we go.
Got Lefa
I see
and
3 cookies, and then me, Kokadu, Rosie, Plat could be the part of the Grump. We could do a mixed cookie and Grump today, actually, as kings on the next one if you want.
I think we'll need some pretty strong kings in the next one, regardless of which way we turn it around. Because whether it's ARN or the extra unit packs, it's going to be quite a hard one fight.
maybe we have to set up a vote in the Beyond All Reason official for the next game, whether it's air on or the full unit set with air off.
I could live with that. I could live with a vote for that. We do need one more king, by the way.
Whoever wants it can have it. Anyone that's been previous king as well. First one down there. There we go.
That's a 9th player. KSK. Oh, they've jumped back up.
Ollie's there. Ollie's just being a king tonight. His Royal Highness
wants to live on the golden throne. All right, let us kick this one off. 57 players on the king's side. I reckon we're right on the bounds of bumping that bonus up, but I reckon we can go as it is right now if we kickstart this one.
I reckon it is time to start specking people.
It is time to start specking. You can hear the glee in Tank Tom's voice.
It's the only reason he's part of this. He just likes to spec people.
Spec to get things going.
Yeah, he's real like empathetic about that one.
Let's be honest, Tank Tom used to be, and then we were just like, just spec him.
I think at this point, when we've spent hundreds of hours, many hours in lobbies trying to get games started, it gets to a point where you go,
If we spend 1 hour a week in lobbies, if we spend 1 hour per stream in lobbies, which is probably not too crazy of an idea, then we have exceeded 100 hours of lobby time.
That is a massive understatement. We've been doing this for a year, and I reckon we're in that lobby for maybe 25 minutes sometimes in between games.
All right, we'll get this one kick-started. Grumpiness, do you want to introduce yourself? After we do the intro, do you want to do a bit of an introduction about yourself, an introduction to your stream? Because if this cast is of high enough quality, it's going to end up on YouTube.
Do you want to introduce me, maybe?
I can do that.
Speaking of lobby hours, I'm just looking at my playtime here. I have 2.5K hours playtime. 500 of them is lobby.
So that means you should be 2.5 times our OS.
That's true. That's true.
What is your OS in the game at the moment? Actually, we'll save that for the game. We'll talk about your OS shortly. Where are we going to see our commie corners? Bottom right.
In the corner, Tweak.
Oh, we got Newt.
In the corners.
Got Newt down there. 2 Newts, 2 cookies. I'm going to say which corner it is though, because it might scare people out of the
Oh lord!
lanes.
Newt Clan and Cookie Clan pairing up.
There's only one corner that I don't really recognise that many player names. Yeah, very good.
This
very
is going
much
to be
good luck, Kings.
This one's going to be a tough one for the Kings, I reckon.
Duffy messaged me during the interim then why 65 bonus given the amount of peasants, which is 50 something. Usually we like have a 1-to-10 ratio for percentage versus player numbers. Because they need it. That's why we gave them an extra 10%. That is the only
Yes, it's
reason.
keep getting better, and it's been a while since the Kings have won this map.
For a good 6 months of King of the Hill, it was like we didn't know who was ahead. Since around, I reckon, May, June, maybe a little bit earlier than that this year, it's just been peasants on Raptor Crater and Throne almost every game.
It becomes very clear that a few of the lessons that we spouted about aggression are very, very true, provided that the eco is there to back it up in the corners. If all players play aggressively except for the corners, and then the corners come online in a very big way part way in, that is a very, very hard thing for the Kings to deal with.
Do I have to say there's something special coming to King of the Hill? I hope. I know it's been worked in.
Oh, pause.
Battle started.
Hello and welcome everybody to King of the Hill on Raptor Crater. We have had 2 comms start in the middle where they shouldn't, but that's a nice medal dono for the Kings to start off with. Just to run you down for what is going on, we've run ourselves 9 Kings in the middle of the map, 8 positions around the outside, 1 super eco in the middle against what was 56 peasants around the outside, plus 65 bonus for the players in the middle. Air is turned off, and a couple of other very minor tweaks. One of the big rules we don't allow for is do not use structures offensively. Joining me in the casting booth, as per usual, is Twig and Tank Tom, but special guest, 2 Pumps from Twitch fame, or Grumpiness from Beyond All Reason fame. Welcome to the casting booth. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you. I appreciate
It's
being here.
2 Pumps, I think __ on Twitch is the tag. Is that
We
right?
will
Yes,
make sure to
_
have a link in the description in case you enjoy his beautiful voice and you want to watch some of his streams. The after parties do tend to go to 2 Pumps after the live events from us, so been a very nice opportunity to get him onto stream. Give him a big shout out in the comments and in Twitch and YouTube if you can, because it is quite early for him.
Okay, so looking around the map, we've got the usual eco corners going on, bottom right, top right, and top left, all going into a bit of communism. I think. Yep. No. Communism.
Bit early to really be seeing too much.
No, it's mostly just the bottom right. That's doing it really well. But yeah, going solo, I think we'll see some eco sharing though between those players. So King of the Hill. Rules are 10-minute no rush timer. You can see the beautiful lava around the middle of the map. That is going to segregate all these peasants. We've got, how many have we got? We've got 56 of them currently.
56, though 2 of the comms have exploded already.
Yeah, beautiful medal donations. There are a few rules on top of that 10-minute no rush time. We ask that no offensive structures be used in this game. That means don't send those Juno missiles over into the enemies' bases, and do not build any long-range artillery that can reach their mexes around the kind of the middle of the map, near the hills. You don't want to see any persecutors shooting up onto those hills from the Kings, or likewise down from the peasants. And
Twig, I think you might be a bit tired today.
little bit.
Because you just doubled up on the rules.
Totally listening, not reading the comments.
Yep, 100%. All right, so let's get right down into this one. So, Grumpiness, you've played in both positions on this map before. What do you favor, Kings or Peasants?
I definitely favor Kings, as I really like that
Yes.
economy bonus.
Good man,
I
good
definitely
man.
king through and through. I hate being a peasant, but because I feel so poor, um, and I feel like it's just too many players to coordinate with to do something really big and impactful.
You usually do take that
Um,
middle position on Raptor Clader as well, so definitely loving that eco. Does
Yeah.
that reflect your usual Beyond All Reason game style, getting a lot of eco?
No, not really. My usual playstyle is more of a wild card. I tend to eco a little bit early with just windmills and converters, and then I go and do some sort of whack play, be it hovercraft, a drop of snipers, or something interesting like that.
Very
I normally
nice.
go in for a play.
And so, since you go that mad eco, what do you like to start with, Cortex or Armada? And is there a reason?
I prefer Cortex Eco because the Aphises are cheaper and the tier 3 just is stronger. But if I'm needed early, I will definitely play Armada so I can get some Razorbacks out.
Good
Um,
calls.
I do prefer Demons though.
The demon pushes on Kings.
Yeah.
They're a strong unit in regular matches, but with Kings just having that T3 so early, the demon is a ludicrously powerful unit, and 6,000 investment in metal just isn't too bad to lose to something like a D-gun. It's nothing compared to, say,
Yeah.
losing a Titan or something along those lines, and they can usually do enough damage to kill a comm anyway just with their fire.
I think for Kings, one of my favorite competitions is early Armada tier 2 sniper welder push. I don't know if you've seen me do that in a few of the previous Sunday events, but it's gotten me some really good value. Totally killing a complete side in tier 2.
Very nice. I always struggle getting those welders up the ramp just because of the they're a little bit slower than something like the Jags, and I always I don't know what it is about me, but I always pick the worst lane to attack, and the snipers just don't have that arc of fire, so I can't return
Yeah.
fire. But when it works, oh man, does it work! So for those of you that want a bit of for those of you that want a bit of a solid eco build in the middle, what's your sort of go-to? Do you look for a certain plus in power, a certain number of wins, anything along those lines before going into the fusions?
That one's for you, Grumpiness.
me.
Yep,
when I go
It's...
for the sorry, I go for like 600 E income before I go for a fusion. 600 to 1,000. It's pretty good for me. I'm not too concerned about the metal count because I'll usually eat my lab for it.
Yep.
Just like I do in regular games. Just eat lab, get a fusion up quick, put lab back down, and pump units. But definitely 600 E to 1,000. Cortex, you can get away with 600. Armada, potentially 1,000.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Speaking,
if you want to give that center eco position a go, then aim for that 600 to 1,000 power, and then use your lab to get the fusion reactor. What sort of build turret configuration or time to build do you go for out of those build turrets for the
I don't
fusion?
really go for like I said, I'm a bit of a wild card. I don't really have a standard timing or perfect timing, but my build con turrets, I usually go about 4x10 in layout. I'll start off with a 9 block of 3x3 and expand that as I go. After that, it's probably like 2 converters to a fusion until I get to that APHIS, which is nice and juicy.
Speaking of APHIS, the bottom right-hand side just got their first one up. Conversion is coming on its way with the build power. So that's a scary thing to see that at 7 minutes 30.
Particularly seeing as they've already got the fusion up as well.
Yeah, that's insane. That's just crazy.
It's been a bit of a tragic story in the middle right now. Left was doing really good, but then wind dropped for a while, and that first fusion's still not up because all eco is wind, and they've had to drop down some solars just to get things going and get that first fusion down. So a bit of a stall there, and it's really going to delay that T3 coming up in the middle.
We do not have many fusions up in the middle at the moment.
No, it is a bit slow. Red's got theirs.
He's...
Manbear Pig's got theirs. Alright's all good. It's just it's just the actual middle player. Wow, this is what we're talking about with Ollie. being the last game. Sorry, not talking about it this game, but on the last game, was saying how he gets the eco going. Going to APHIS without any thought of units in that last minute and 30 seconds of the no rush time.
So, in this top left position, I don't actually mind that. And there's a reason for it. This top left position, almost statistically impossibly, doesn't really send units at 10 minutes. I think I've seen it twice in recent history, but every other time it's been like 11, 30, 12. And so if you can greed that, you're going to have a huge advantage going into the mid game, because an APHIS with plus 65 is close to 100 metal. You can use that to just turn itself into new APHISs every 95 seconds, or you can use it to power whatever you want to do. We do see some defenses coming up now, plenty of build power there through the massed number of T1 constructors. So these are going to be up. These are actually going to be up close to on time. If 2 of those beamers come down in addition to the Scorpions, I reckon we will have enough to defend what's coming out here. Though, that being said, with 15 seconds to go, the number of units is starting to build up. So this risky play might not actually work out for Ollie.
All depends if units are sent or not at that 10-minute mark, and I think they're going to get lucky, because it doesn't look like there's too many. We've only got, what's that, 20-ish units ready to go. 10-minute mark.
And they're coming in slightly piecemealed, which means that it is possible for some of these to be cleaned up, but 1 beamer and a Scorpion is not going to be enough to clean all of this up. Actually, I might...
If you run them straight at the defenses, probably
if they
will
don't
be.
all come at you, then it's going to work out for you. So this is going to be successfully held, which is absolutely crazy. The peasants had an opportunity to win right here, but Kukado's units did not go in at the same time.
Oh wow, look at the leak in the bottom left.
Does look like the bottom side of the map is going to be a bigger problem.
All the ticks from the bottom left are really going to hurt. If they go straight onto the middle and don't die from the chain reactions, they're probably going to find the main eco in the middle.
I think this force is going to find the main eco with only 1 beamer to stop it. Those incisors are getting in as well, though they have stopped to deal with it. Does it look like the conversion's going down, trying to eat all the ticks, but that's it. That's a big problem, and that sets the Kings back massively.
I think he'll be fine. He's got spare build power on the left and a lab.
That's true.
He's instantly
not everything, so they can recover. It will delay him for a little while. Although at this point, the Kings have stabilized fairly well. The
pretty matched, like 20% different.
That's good. There you go. So you're right. As the experienced eco player, you called that super well. Able to get himself back in the game really quickly.
He's opening some demons, and Duffy's just got his tier 3 lab down. Instantly kills 300 vanguards. Okay.
I have noticed that the Duffy style is to do that massive Q rather than using repeat. He will use, I think it is Control Shift or something along those lines, and then click on the unit to give you 300. I've always wanted to ask him why it is that he goes that route. Second leak coming through Potato's lane. Com gets a couple of good shots on there and a couple of D guns, but these units are still there. They are still eating the build power, and again, if you can keep resetting this build power over and over again, it is going to do good things for you. But enough of it has been cleaned up. Incisors in the base again, though. Few LLTs to deal with this, and a demon, though inside the bases, demons are terrible for defense because they 100% kill your own and your allies' stuff. I just had a question. Air is in fact disabled. That is why it is off.
Well, Ollie's continuing with those APHISs. He doesn't want to attack until he's got at least 20 of them, I reckon.
I mean, look, it's not the wrong decision. If your players are, well, okay, that was just T1 conversion. If your players are not getting aggressive enough, then you may as well go into as much eco as you can reasonably handle, because every little bit that you can get will help, and at this stage pushing up those ramps is going to be quite difficult. Look at the beamers, look at the pop-ups. and the comms in position, this is not something that you're going to break super easily anymore. You have sort of two choices: try and sneak out at 10 minutes and do the damage that you can, or try to break out with overwhelming force. It has to be one or the other.
We did see some gremlins down there right in the range of the demon. Unfortunately, teammates' units went through the gremlins, meaning that their invisibility did not take effect, just popping the spray damage of that demon. Gotta remember to build those counter intrusions.
A few more of them are moving around the map, and I do think that is something really important to note. Even though the counter intrusion is a bit of an expense early on, it is 100% worthwhile getting at least one per 2 players, just to try and make sure that you don't have to fall to the gremlins. The gremlins are a big threat, particularly in the early game while space is still available. It does look like they have been spotted though. A couple of them have been spotted. A few though making their way through, so the ones destroyed, they thought they got them all, but they're still heading into the base. Might be intercepted again. There we go, taking out some build power. Not
enough to chain react. Close.
Oh, that was
Body
amazing.
blocking.
The Lazarus actually body blocked. That was not something you see every day. A by chance body blocking. Nicely done. Middle is back to ecoing, and it does look like with those 3 APHIS online, Ollie's going into those units, getting a nice strong T2 push going up there to try and deal with problems. And hopefully that will help with Warlender, who is currently getting sieged down from the high ground by a handful of Sheldons. Just to let you know, Pesico, do not finish that Persecutor.
Where is that one? Up there. Alright, we finally have maybe our first push out down the bottom right at a potatoes lane. We've got some demons. Note they've been turned around. There is just too much damage being done by these vanguards as well. The T1 support out of these stouts.
I think our first push out would be Warlander, Twig. Warlander looks to be the most aggressive king at the moment.
Yeah.
It does indeed, and this push does have some potential, especially with those ticks running ahead. The problem is that they're going for the top of the ramp before the ticks actually get there, so losing most of those welders in the process. Still a couple of welders and snipers, plenty to deal some good damage. I do like this though. On the high ground there is a rattlesnake that is great for defending these 2 passages, but damage is being done and they can reset. I think they'll get the reset on the APHIS being built here by getting the build power and the conversion. Whoop.
With this
there you go, it did get built. Unfortunately, you were warned, Placebo.
Pesito?
Pesito, unfortunately, you are out.
So if whoever takes their base, just if you can delete those, thank you.
You were warned, and you were warned, in fact, 3 times in chat. That is...
Right, they're gone. Paying attention back to these welders, are they going to get that conversion? They do, so now just fusions left behind. I think we need to... Can we actually see this from Warlander?
There were some ticks up there, so player view does in fact show that. Just making their way around, trying to stay out of range of that Persecutor. The snipers are going to get the damage done, and that catapult is going to finish it off. Nicely done. And this is a good high ground position. Unfortunately, stuck between a rock and a hard place right now. Rosie's there with a comm. We have Smokey on the high ground, dealing damage with that Persecutor, and we've got Marauders coming from the front, so I do think this push is going to be shut down, but it means those units aren't on the front line where Red is pushing up at the moment. Bormont is doing a good bit of damage up here, and in fact we've had a big push out by Oratab, making their way around the map as we speak. So King's doing a good job of pushing out, and I think that this top right corner is going to be in a lot of stress.
I'm just waiting for Man Bear Pig on the right to make their call, and I think they're about to do it now. There's a lot of Marauders. We've got a lot of spiders. If we can see this all push at once. The one thing that's missing is the spam.
The spam is always critical. So Two Pumps, if you were in the eco position right now, would you be ecoing up or pushing or trying to help some of these pushers get the damage done that you can, or defending bottom lane?
The way that it's looking now, when I can see 2 lanes are pushing out, I would probably eco up and just make enough units to stabilize the lane, like Potato's lane that keeps
Yep.
leaking through. I'll try and seal that plug, eco up, probably get like 5 to 10 catapults out. They're really good to poke damage over the hill. That's pretty much what I'd be doing until I get to the bigger units like jugs and stuff like that.
I like it. Support the lanes, but keep that eco rolling. And this is one of the greatest things about today's episode. We do get the insight from a very experienced center player that doesn't just follow the exact same build every time. So if you do have questions for him, throw them up in chat or jump onto the YouTube comments after the fact, and we will get those questions answered for you.
Those Marauders did manage to punch through on the left, and they're just walking their way around. They didn't have spam, but they are the spam.
I do like cheap T3 units.
Warlander's sniper push, I would like to see some radar and jammer bots with those. It is really, really strong, especially against cloak commanders.
Agreed, because as soon as the comms pop up, they basically instantly die, and it's very hard to destroy the snipers while they are inside those invisible bubbles. Does look like a bit of a hard fight for all players around at the moment. The bottom side of the map is just continuing to suffer, and it's about to get a lot worse once the T3 comes online properly from Duffy, all the way up to 10 APHIS. If you look at this map, it is just covered in wind and conversion.
Wow.
All these players getting ready to come online. I think that there'll be... Nope. I was going to say 2 more APHIS just to complete everything, but it is the conversion that's going down, and it is the Vanguards coming out. These Vanguards are going to make life very, very difficult for Potato, who is currently trying to get that APHIS down.
If you're the middle player in this situation, surely you'd give one of your APHIS across to Potato, just so he's got that economy to be able to build enough units to defend.
I mean, realistically, what he needs is the conversion more so. He's generating plenty of energy. It's just not all going to something. Metal is still high, so what's needed is build power, and then if any of that starts capping out, then 100% move one across.
At this point, if I look at the middle ecos base, I've got 2 tier 3 labs. I would probably just give Ollie Potato one of the labs and put some build power on it for him, and let him make what he needs out of that and share my eco.
Roaming build power is very strong.
Ollie has a really solid push here, and I think this is a game-winning composition right here, but it depends on his micro with the catapults. But he could definitely win with that.
That's 9 catapults right there, can really push. You could just be blind firing up over these hills as well, hoping for some of those commander pushes, and you're about to see one just as I say that. That commander might... 20% left. Demon finds it anyway. And yeah, this is going to be a good push. We need to keep these demons ahead.
The demons pushing the vanguards off, so the catapults are going to get good positioning. There's just enough firepower in front of them to protect with these marauders, so these vanguards are going to start dealing bulk damage right now. And because of all of the pressure that Manbear Pig has put on, a lot of the defenses were consumed taking out the marauders. And so this is some big potential for this corner, and it's right before they're coming online too, with 8 APHIS with the 8th APHIS nearly complete. Units are starting to come out, but they needed to be out just that fraction earlier. He's going to get one Vanguard.
The Razorbacks are coming out just to take out these catapults. So the catapults were following those demons. The demons are a lot faster. You need to keep a couple units always around your what do they call them? The fire support units, being the catapults. One good thing though is they're very distracted. We've got some what are they called? Kargis on the right coming out of Warlander.
Oop.
No, we've got another rule break. They happen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
jammers with those catapults.
Juno. I don't
where
know where
is
that
that
comes
Juno?
from.
That's a no-go, Juno.
So Junos, if you are a peasant, make sure you keep your Juno firing to outside of the map. It is not okay to be destroying the spam where it is being created, because there is limited space. Let's see where those are coming from, if I can.
Ollie doing very well with these demons right now. Just destroying the second biggest eco in the top left corner. Just the one in the very back to go now. With these... Oh, there are no more... There's 3 catapults left over.
Those demons, though, are likely to make their way in anyway.
You know, whenever I make it up one of these ramps, I'll always send a unit right to the edge of these cliffs just to do a little peek over, and you'll see it pop up on my screen from the player view. You can see the build power there. And if he was on the other end, he'd probably be able to see the aphises. But I think it should have enough just to walk around. That will be the first corner that falls by the looks.
Hey, Will, sorry, I was trying to find the Juno, but I just cannot find it for the life of me. It may have already been deleted. But yes, use Junos
There's 2
defensively.
Junos, yeah.
Whereabouts?
I'm pinging it on the map. Can you see?
Yep.
He's eating it.
Yep, good. We don't have any problem with you using them. You just have to use them defensively outside of the... in your portion
Just
of the map.
Shoot
that's
the
biggest
ramps
problem.
is the safe thing.
Yep.
That belongs to no one.
It just gives it means the kings can reroute the spam instead of just losing it straight away, or the peasants can do the same.
Loads of marauders in Potatoes Lane. All the way through.
Oh,
Oh dear, we missed that one, and they're going to get the Aphis too. There is a behemoth here to take them out.
the behemoth
Friendly
kills the
fire
Aphis.
the Apes.
I
Of
love
course
that.
it did. Oh no, and we've got friendly fire from the comm just there, but it does look like that is enough to keep Ortab alive. So Potato is completely reset, but has been given 3 fusions, hopefully a little bit of conversion as well. Hopefully they can get back into the map. Build power is one of the big... There we go, there's the build power and the T2 lab. That is going to be one of the biggest things needed. But this bottom right-hand side has just never let him get back into the game. So it's going to be up to this top left side to break through and then change the location that they're fighting in. The demons... Good damage being done by the demons.
They
Those
keep getting
catapults
taken
need
out,
to get
though.
up there.
What the catapults need to do is ignore pushing straight through the guts. These things, if they're standing on that cliff that he was at before with the demons, they can reach almost the entire eco space. So just send them to the left and shoot over the edge, and then that's the eco dead. You don't need to lose any more demons.
I don't actually mind, because of how slow moving they are, I don't actually mind sending them up and just trying to clear that corner with demons, because all it's going to take is one demon making its way down there in order to
Do you know
do
how
the
many have
damage.
fallen? Look at the corpses. There's probably about
But
30.
that's because they're being sent in one at a time. Let the demons
So
build
bad
up for
getting
a
ready
second.
to degun 2 jugs.
Where are we?
Oh, yep, Piece of Bread
Bottom
is
right.
going in, and Jalio
He's
is
on the way.
going in. Piece of Bread known for some strong D-gun power. Does look like...
He got them both.
Oh,
Does look like
nice.
he got them both, and Jalio got the other. So that is 90,000 metal knocked off the map. Juggernauts are good, my friends, but they are not good enough.
Those demons have made their way in.
And there we go, the demons have popped the side. So just, if you are in this situation, just let those demons build up. But just remember, there is so much metal now over here. Oops. What's going on with the pause?
We don't pause for lagging.
Is it a king that's lagging?
Ah,
or
maybe
is
it's
it
a king.
peasant? Lefar is lagging. That is a problem, considering that Lefar is the center player. Does look like they have caught up now. Something to bear in mind, even if you're not the player over here, send reclaim bots over to this side, because if you look at the king's spending, there are 4 of the kings that are emptied out on metal, which means that even with the overflow of the players that are full, the kings are not spending everything they possibly could. That means that there is 100% worthwhile to grab as much of that reclaim as possible. If you do see that all of the kings have some level of metal, then instead of grabbing the reclaim, try to get the res on here, because there is so much army just here. You could absolutely flood the board with it. Now, looking at the goings-on over here, we have a massive recluse push coming from Man Bear Pig. Sick of those marauders that have done a good job. Now it is time for missile artillery. They're going to take an absolute beating from that catapult, but they will manage to push their way in during this one. But only taking out essentially one position before getting cleaned up. So big investment for not too much damage right now.
One less
and
king
we
at
do
least.
have...
Sorry, one
We
less
do
commander.
have... that's true, that's true. We do have ambassadors, though, starting to nuke their way through a lot of the defenses, catapults too. So Edamon is going to have a bit of trouble soon, and doesn't have the eco, I don't think, to fully deal with this. Only on triple APHIS at this stage in the game. Which, bear in mind, I also am usually only on triple APHIS at this stage of the game. But it is going to be a little rough trying to hold those lanes unless he gets a sweeping help from Man Bear Pig. Just remember, if you are low on that metal, you can 100% grab yourself some T1 labs and just throw reclaim at that top half of the map. You'll get quite a lot out of it. Top right hand side now. That's a lot of T3.
Do we get our first Kings win in so long right now? I think we might. Don't want to jinx
This will
them.
be great. I do believe that one of the last comments that we had was that Kings can never win.
Really?
Oh wait, no, sorry, that was on the Winter Gaming video. They said it would be impossible for Kings to win.
That
I
is
feel
the
like
top-
Kings win all the time.
I think we tend to put I think when Kings win, it's usually in a dominant factor. It's usually quite dominant, and so we usually end up putting the matches where the peasants win on YouTube because it's usually got more back and forth.
Yeah. Another jug goes down by Murdicus.
These comms are some of the most important units in the game when it comes to being a peasant. They stop T2 pushes, they stop T3 pushes, and the Kings sometimes cannot have enough spam to deal with them. But in this case, with half the map cleared out, it does look like all of the Kings, and with all the Kings being alive, really good job on getting back into this, by the way, Potato. You absolutely suffered, and now look, all that build power nice and spread out, tick spamming your way through lots of T3 units under your control. Nicely done. It does pay to stay in these matches and stay competitive.
Jug up
Looking
against
on-
Murdicus down on the bottom lane now. He's realised there is just too much spam to get to that Juggernaut. So, lessons learnt here by the pink player, by Mazza. Just spreading everything out, knowing that he's there waiting, and that is him dead.
Nicely done. And with the Juggernauts on the high ground and in the open space now they can extract their value, especially with those catapults firing from behind. You don't have to push fast, you just have to push hard. Does it look like Cookie is trying to go for his super defensive wall? Just remember, the answer to these pulsar walls, if you aren't aware, is a combination of spam and Thors. The EMP out of the Thor will stun all of these pulsars and let you push through. The other thing you can do is just attack from the other side. Because you don't need to get close to Cookie's base to destroy it. You just need to get close enough to destroy the backline and walk down the cliffs over here.
Oh,
Once the
awesome
fuse is
triple
lit,
D
all
gun
goes
out of
off.
Jelio. Taking out 3 Titans with the commander that had less than 10% health on it.
Why didn't you tell me that was coming up?
If I could get a word in, I would.
Yeah.
Vanguards also, they outrange pulsars by a little bit as well.
That is
And
good
there
to know.
isn't the density of shields needed to keep them out forever.
Yeah.
Units flooding into the bottom
Catapults
right
as
and the
well.
bottom left. We've got a lot of Titans coming out of the Kings on the bottom left, so that's going to be what's pushing. Whereas on the bottom right, that's what's defending. Only thing that's really stopping these behemoths and demons coming up in big numbers, and jugs, it's all here. Catapults, I don't actually think this is going to hold out much longer.
Every little bit of damage is going to help, and when the catapults run out of other things to shoot, that firepower is going to go onto the front lines. There we go. Just a couple of random shots over the outside, taking out a nice chunk of that T1 economy. And now the firepower is going to start heading towards all of those beamers. Oh, sorry, pulsars.
This is where the Juggernaut's going to do more damage in exploding rather than actually fighting. Just trying to push
Just get
through
it
this much
close.
stuff.
Just get it close and control D. She'll be right.
We had one go down, the second one there to really get in close. If we can have one of these explode right on the edge of the pulsars, it should be enough to take them out.
Oh, it does look like the catapults have fired at the right location. That's all the conversion down for Duffy. Duffy, that means the economy for the peasants has now dropped to 250.
There you
And
go,
we
the
also did
control
get
D.
there we go. Nicely done right there. That is one way to break these pulsar blocks. Duffy calling hacks on this one. Unfortunately,
Rosie's
we
not done fighting. She's in the top eating resbots with her resbot.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Get the stun on, stop the metal from coming in. This game it might not have mattered, but the reality is in other games it might actually matter. So never give up, never surrender until the odds are completely overwhelming. Two comms
Rob
left.
the madman.
Question is, where are they? I think they are in the...
Rob the Madman's just
Top.
de-gunning everything on the top of a hill near the middle of the map. I don't know, he's still alive. Like literally still got 40%.
Max Chev's right there. 76 kills does go down. The last comm hiding in the top right hand side. I do believe this player might not be here anymore. That is in fact... Oh no, they are there. There we go, walking into the corner just there. There are a handful of the Jaguars coming to clean it up, so we'll either see a Control D or the Jaguars take it out in just a second. Oh, the Jaguars are not going to do that. They are looking but not finding. Should be enough here regardless. There we go. But the D gun is happening. Oh, sorry, the self D is happening. Very nicely done.
Go Kings, and thank you very much, Grump, for joining us on this one. Check out 2Pumps' Twitch. That's 2Pumps__.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. I will hop into the Kings team now, and I'll join me to mute and deafen, or I'll just dip for now.
You can stay there. We'll pester you.
We'll pester you, don't you worry. Though, I think if Nightmare is here at the moment, would it be possible to raid the AllReasonNoLogic channel so that I can step out? I did 5.5 hours of casting this morning, so I would very much so appreciate moving the last game on to Twig and Tank Tom's responsibility so that I can step out and rest my aching voice.
And I think for this last one we're going to do... Are we going to do the air, or are we going to do did we do a vote? I don't think we did a vote.
It looks like you get to decide, Twig. What do you want?
Spam the Twitch chat, people. Do you want to have the last one as air on, or turn all the units on except for air? So all the scav units, all the big build power, etc., etc. Let us know what you want to do, and we'll quickly set the rules up. We've got one for extra units. Anyone else have an opinion?
All right, it looks like the raid has been set up, so we're going to send those your way, Twig, so that then I can drink some warm tea and pass out.
It's looking like...
I cannot remember how to do the polls in Twitch.
Based on what I have seen, it should be... air? Pretty much even. Let me flip a coin. We'll go heads is air and tails is all units.
Sounds good. We do have someone saying opposite of air.
All units it is.
All units? All units it is. All right, we'll
That
try the
means
air
that-
next week. And this is on Hot Stepper, by the way. We're doing this one.
Okay, that one is going to run for a while.
It is. I can stick around if needed. I will be back shortly. Just give me a 2-minute break.
Okay.
Yes,
I
I'll
am-
stick around for that 2 minutes, and then once Twig is back, I'll
Right.
leave you in Tank Tom and Twig's capable hands.
This one. And we're going to turn on. Extra unit packs.
So the stream is not ending, it's just moving over to the AllReasonNoLogic channel, just so that we can swap hosts from myself to Twig, just because I did the morning casting the Creed of Champions 1K event, and I think 8 hours of voice in a day is plenty.
Whilst we love the sound of your voice, there's only so much that we need in a day.
Yeah, let's just be honest. This will actually give Tank Tom and Twig a chance to talk, which will be nice and new. So we do appreciate everyone who has raided over. Thank you very much.
We feeling 55s for the bonus on this one?
It does need to be quite strong for Hot Stepper from
I'm not-
memory.
Entirely guessing. It's a relatively low peasant count is the only thing.
Oh, 48. I mean, there are a few people down in the Kings team that need to be moved up. Let's keep the Newt clan up on. Keep the Newts, the cookies, grumpiness, all in Kings.
I will get you to start shuffling people.
What
Yep.
bonus are we doing?
I've guessed 55 based on the 50 odd players. It might go to 60. If we get the right people down there first, we can go from there.
Yep.
How many players do we have on this one?
What is it? It's 11. 11 Kings we need.
Change that on over as well.
We can turn Legion on as well. Yep.
I'll jump in and do that.
Do we have it so we've got chain reacting build power?
Yes, we do.
We do. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. Nice tweak done there by Chrono to make sure those all go pop. We found that any Kings that built big farms of that, they could just heal faster than they could be damaged.
So the chain reaction is quite necessary. All right, we need one more king to jump up into peasants. If no one does, we'll have to make a choice. But we would very much like someone to jump up voluntarily, because I think I know everyone that's down there, and I don't want to push them out.
It will be someone from the last game that was king if it has to be.
That is true. That is true.
I don't think Hot Potato's been a king in the last couple. I
Hot
could be
Potato
wrong.
has not been a king tonight, I don't believe.
Do they get to be a king? How many peasants are
There
up
we
to
go.
55?
One has jumped up. So we do very much so appreciate that one for jumping up.
IDs
So
are
that
looking
gives us
good.
the correct number right there. Nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
last time we did this map, didn't work out too well at the start. Talk about in the game probably the best spread, the best layout for how you want to start as kings. From what we've done in our testing, but I'm sure there's way better metas for this map.
Do we want to bump to 60 just based on where the players are at, or run it as we are?
60 is good by the time you get this started. I'm sure it will be.
Yeah, I'm assuming there'll be a couple of extra people jump in, so we'll bump them up to 60s. Get everyone
And
ready
I
up.
will quickly make you a paint drawing to show everyone what the positions are, because I'm lovely like that.
The ones
And
that we
also
think.
because everybody likes my art, as we know from stream.
Does that mean I have to make a scene just to show your pretty picture?
Probably.
That's right. You got about 30 seconds or so to organize things, Twig.
It
Okay,
even looks like a
that's good.
flower.
Check IDs.
So these are the
Things sound
suggested.
good.
These are the suggested starting positions. It's in the casting couch chat.
Okay, I'll drag that over.
Oh, I should have put an AllReasonNoLogic logo on it. There you go.
Pretty star
81
face, bro.
people look at my beautiful artwork. Oh, that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy.
I'll bring that one up during game again. Your artwork, though, your real standout was in the 1 year anniversary last week when you compared your art with some of the graphic designers in Beyond All Reason.
Oh, that was a good time. For those of you wondering, I have a degree in drawing and digital arts from Melbourne University, and that's the sort of skill level that you can expect out of its graduates.
It looked like a piece of shit. We lost
For
the
those of
king.
you that
We lost the king.
For those of you that are wondering, it was worse than the picture I did today. It didn't even have colors.
Okay, one more king required. First one down
Oh, did
there.
we lose a king?
We did lose a king.
We did.
That's no good. There we go. It looks like we gained Pormont and Piece of Bread. So now you guys have to fight to the death for it. Piece of Bread won the rock, paper, scissors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with the cast just about to get underway, I will leave these boys to it. Thanks for listening to me and enjoying the stream, and I hope that this last one is an absolute ripper. I'll be catching up on it tonight. I probably might even put it on while I am getting ready for bed. And with that, I'll leave you with Twig and Tank Tom.
We're waiting for these last couple of players to ready up. Do you want to run through how you do the lava settings, Twig?
How do I do them? It's now a preset. I can't remember that long
I've had
ago.
the question in.
Okay, are we talking about normal game lava or lava in the King of the Hill? Because in the King of the Hill,
low tide option, so just the standard one.
I'll bring it up on my screen. I won't
believe.
actually do it. But if you just go into advanced options and over to extras, you can see here, you can turn on water is lava, and you can add the enable override function under lava tides, and then simply select the starting position as high or low, and then set the high tide level, the low tide level, and then the time in seconds. So 60 obviously being 1 minute, that you see each of those tides go up and down. That is the way to do it. Real fun to host some of those random games with friends or against the AI, just playing with those settings and seeing the lava. Puts a lot of pressure on aggression over ecoing, because everything's all going to go pop. If you ever played Hot Stepper, like one of my favorites, that original Hot Stepper as well, the small one, walking the comp straight up to the top of the hill, trying to get to a high point and locking yourself down there while the lava grows. That's what you want to do. We're going to be kicking this one off shortly. Couple of downloads to go. Up to almost 70 players. These guys are going to have their work cut out for them, Tom.
Yes, I think those bonuses are probably about what we want.
60s for 70 players. I'm thinking a bit more.
We definitely want the zombies to be off as well. I don't want to have to
Yeah, no
deal with
zombies.
any accidents. I'd rather they not turn on at all, Nightmare.
I'm just going to bump those bonuses up a little bit, Tom.
Okay, what are we bumping them up to?
Just another 5 to 65.
Yeah, we'll start at the top. And then once that's done, we'll spec anyone who's not ready and we'll get underway. Be great if we had a set all.
That would be nice.
Let me just double check our IDs again because it's been a little while. They are looking good. Anyone not readied up? Get going. Do we have... no, that did start, didn't it?
Oh, I've just realized I've turned off that setting where I don't automatically join if I'm spectating.
I did the exact same thing and I was like, why didn't it look? Oh, that's right.
Yeah, too many games. You're just in the lobby and you see a game that you might want to join, and you click it, and the second you join it and you're in spectate, they just happen to press start battle and you're forced to load into the game. Not minding this Halloween music. Very
The
bassy.
music is real nice.
Yeah. Oh no, we've had an issue with the map. Something has been played with, and that is not going to work.
Alright, we'll see what's going on when I load in.
Yeah, unfortunately the lava is at the wrong height, and the entire map shape's actually been played with, I reckon.
There wouldn't have been any map update since we set up the tweaks.
Definitely something has changed. Did you set this one?
Yep, I did it from the where we stored it last time.
Apparently I forgot to remove the debug command. I don't touch anything in these. My hands are clean.
It should only be the T2 chaining build power that we have on.
Yeah, we'll just have to read this one.
Can we drop the lava far enough that it...
Nah, it won't work. The actual map's been deformed with all those arrows being set down.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a fix for that.
Chronographer is potentially here.
I don't know if that's going to be an easy fix on the fly is more the issue. Because I know these take quite a while to set up. So it might be that we look at just running this on the Raptor Crater so that we can get this game going.
Unless Nightmare reckons they've done it. It's the debug command. Nightmare said we're fine. So the debug command's what interfered with that one.
What was the debug?
I have no idea, but he knows what he's doing. We'll just kick this one back off again. Maybe we can get a make ready. Unfortunately, a couple of players that are still in the last game might have to be spec'd. always quite tricky running these lobbies. Wouldn't be an AllReasonNoLogic King of the Hill without a couple of hiccups on the night. Alright, we should be good to go. Might have to lock the lobby, Tom.
Who is that? Can anyone see them?
No, I might just have to do a kick. Unfortunately, sometimes there's a bit of a bug where a player that was in here disappears, but the game still thinks they're there.
Yeah. Who is that? This one. Do you know what that?
Kick ban. One word.
Alright, is everyone else readied up? Looks like we are. IDs. Oh, good. Thank
That is so weird. You've banned them? It's not starting.
Do we have mod powers to fix?
Nightmare. This one might be for you. I have no idea how to fix that.
While this is going on, I'm gonna lock. Yeah, there we go. Lock the lobby so that we can.
Oh no. Where is this player?
I don't know.
I wonder if anyone has him as friend in the game. Tell him to rejoin.
They probably can't because of the kick.
This kids is why you should stay away from drugs.
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you to the mods for helping us get that one started.
It would be absolute death, this experience, without their help.
Hopefully it works.
Fingers crossed. About to load in. Let's see if the map is buggered. If it is buggered again, we will... No, it's good. It's good. Oh, no, it's not good. Nah, didn't work. Let's do Raptor Crater. Let's do Raptor Crater. Unless... I don't know how we're going to be able to manage keeping everyone out of that middle ring.
I say we go Raptor Crater. Because that's just the standard map, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just a standard map. It won't work.
Yep. We will jump to Raptor Crater then.
I think we just do this one only when Chronographer's here. He's got the right code.
I used the one that he gave us last, so it's probably that there's been maybe a map update or something.
There hasn't though. That's the thing. We could do this if the players didn't go in the middle. But already there's people spawning where you wouldn't be able to go. It's just let's do it. It's Raptor.
Yep.
But yeah, just wasting. Oh, fine. People just want to play. We'll just play then. It's just going to be chaos. We're going to get rule breaks.
What's that going to be? Thanks for those lines, guys.
That's definitely not going to help. Oh gosh. We're calling all these little triangles in, I guess, as in usually they would be out. Whoever's drawn the lines, half are in, half are out.
Basically, you can't go past the top of the ramps, essentially, is what we'll call it. Top of the first set of ramps for the 10 minutes. Once we get past that,
I'm just
then we
drawing
can
it
go
now.
on.
That's usually where it is. It's usually out there. Going around the geos.
And yep, for the Kings, it's anywhere on that top section, but not beyond it. There will probably be some interesting things with vehicles because it's not quite as flat.
Yeah, it's not going to work with vehicles. We're asked, what are the rules? I'm just going to say it's going to be chaos. Anything goes. Just try and stay out of the middle for the first 10 minutes.
Grab. These ones in here.
The way this usually is done is the geos, those 5 geos around the outside are in, but every other little triangle is out. So where Moab is on the south, that's usually out. And where who's that? Makazerti on the right, that's usually out of bounds.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty well good to go, I think.
We'll do this one again next week, people, and I'll set up the map.
Yeah, this is the same as the last map we ran, but unfortunately it didn't quite work the same.
Oh no, Grumpiness has crashed, apparently.
Yeah, one of the Kings.
And start in the middle.
One of the challenges with these is because the map's so big and the lobby so large, it can be a bit of a challenge to get everything to run smoothly.
What I think we'll do is if this goes to chaos and we have to pause it 1,000 times, I might just feed that stream over to Grumpiness.
Yeah, it looks like that.
It won't be castable if
Hasn't
we have to
spawned
pause
in
this.
the middles getting deleted, so that'll just become a metal donation. And
Battle started.
Okay. Kicking things off on Hot Stepper, where we've got all kinds of map chaos. We usually have lava around the middle of the map there. So we would see McZerty under lava, and we would see Mob under lava. But unfortunately, some errors in loading into the game. It's too hard to coordinate 70 people, so we thought, let's try and see if we can play on the bit of on a system. Does not happen. What is this? This is Hot Stepper, one of those maps where if you blink, the entire base layout will change. because there is so much metal around here. There's going to be so many units. What is happening? There we go. We're back in. Grumpiness is back. So actually got quite the setup here. We've got 5 kings around the outside bastions of the middle of the map that are going to be taking defensive positions, probably defending that sort of base shape there. 2 of those lanes, and then we've got 5 kings taking 4 mexes each at the start. That will probably feed units out at the 10-minute mark down these ramps, defending these middle lanes as well, and then 1 king in the middle that's going to be an absolute eco mess. We've got Duffy there, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see multiple APHIS at that 10-minute mark at a Duffy. They're going to have 5 geos, advanced geos accessible, so we could probably see T3 even in that 10-minute mark. I can usually get, I think, about 6 demons out when I've tried this, and each of those advanced geos upgraded, and maybe 1 or 2 APHIS. We'll check back in there to see how he goes. So around the map, wouldn't be surprised if we see some co-op eco happening, but really, if you just get out a bunch of res bots, there is so much metal to reclaim here. The one thing that is different with this game compared to usual, the res bots are automatically restricted to be only able to reclaim the rocks at 1 metal per second. So get 100 of them up, you got an income of 100 metal per second if you're reclaiming these rocks sticking out of the grounds, these stalagmites or mites. It's stalagmites, isn't it, if they're on the ground facing up?
Sure, we'll say that's what it is. I'm not going to go looking things up at the moment.
I just remember back in school, in the whatever lesson, a geology lesson, it was stalagmites were tight to the ceiling, and stalagmites might extend up into the sky if there's enough water dripping onto the tops. That's how it goes, I think. Anyway, enough school lesson. There are geo spots for each of the kings, so even these players out on the edge, they do have the possibility of getting geothermal power to fuel their defenses. The only problem with this is you might think, what a great spot to put a Cerberus if you're Cortex. You don't have line of sight. It's such a steep cliff off the edge of these arrows that the Cerb only can really shoot backwards or dumbfire on a high arc into the into like the ramps kind of out this way, for example. But you cannot shoot straight off the end of those arrowheads. It just will not shoot, unfortunately, without that high trajectory on the Cerb. Duffy already up with 1 geo, 2 mexes, and sending those vehicles out. The vehicles are a bit faster than the bots. Only problem with vehicles is they do not traverse very well up and down these ramps. So just
They're great for going down a hill and moving around that middle section, but not necessarily going back up again.
You can see there pink on my screen, that is where vehicles cannot go up hills. So probably going to have to transition into some bots to be able to get up there.
It's probably worth mentioning on this map that because it's got so much more metal compared to others, it plays very differently.
Yeah.
On this map, you're not struggling for metal at any point in time as the kings. I know on the others, you end up with that nice sort of balance point where you've got a bit of metal trying to get enough energy, whereas this one, you're always trying to build more and more energy to keep up. That, and because this is a much newer map for these, people are still getting used to what's going on and how to play them. So I'm sure as we do more and more of these, you'll see those strategies start to develop.
T2 already up for some of these kings. Constructors, the aim of the game, they're the real MVPs of this 10-minute no rush period. That and these reclaim bots funding a lot of the metal for a lot of players here. You can see almost all the peasants going into bots just so that they can do the reclaim, get that metal. Well over 100,000 metal on the map early days.
One thing with those res bots is you have to make sure that you get your first fusion and your economy up and running before the metal runs out. Otherwise, you end up basically bottoming back out to like 10 metal a second It gets real hard to finish anything off from that point.
Yeah, 5 minutes in, Duffy onto T2, and all the geos up in T1 phase. Now I'm doing what I do and getting the construction turrets ready to upgrade the 2 mexes and the geo when you send the constructors out. So queuing in a number of those T2 constructors to get the eco going straight into the advanced geo, even before upgrading the mexes, because there is just so much metal on this map. The real question on this game is not like where's the metal, it's like what to do with it. I'm sad not seeing the lava like usual on this. This middle ring is usually all lava. And we can actually see units coming in on the right here. Who's this player here? We got Makazodi needs to take those units out or they will be kicked.
Who are they?
That's their last warning. Same with Dr. Octopus.
Battle paused.
So very outside of the map only people. Even building these mechs is not meant to be doing that. Please stay outside of those arrowheads apart from the 5 geo positions. It's going to be too hard to completely place this all.
So we'll count down the 10 minutes for the lava as we get to it. There shouldn't be any lava.
I am worried that the lava is actually going to be on for this one. I'm going to quickly check the options. Oh no. Lava is on. This game is over. I think Nightmare can modify it so that it just doesn't appear.
It hasn't risen yet.
No, it's usually what does it say?
I think the first one's normally by now. Last time.
600 seconds for high tide time and 10,000 seconds for low tide. Oh, okay. 10,000 seconds. We've got a while. That low tide. We're really seeing the rules being pushed with these positions, but not much we can do about it when the map is broken. That is our bad, people. Sorry. We'll,
brings back the nostalgia of those early King of the Hill games where we were trying to police everything with text chat.
Yeah. We wanted to and just do a different map, but we were told no, just play it as it lies. So we will do just that.
Thankfully, everyone has been behaving themselves relatively well.
Yeah, I mean, give it 3 more minutes and everything goes anyway. The one thing that's going to be different compared to when we played this one last week is because it's not as flat, the peasants have a full uphill battle. So real big advantage to the kings there. I reckon there's a good chance we could just see these guys sweep. There's a lot of experience in the middle. And what are we looking like? Do we have any fusions up for any of these peasants?
That's what I was going to ask. Can you see any? Do we have any ecos or?
No, there's really not. I'm not seeing...
There's a lot of T2 labs around the outside, isn't there?
Yeah, everyone seems to build their own because of the metal is there. There's no fusions.
And one thing that we've definitely seen time and again is that greed kills players. If you greed too far and don't have the units up to hold back the horde, it can be a really rough time.
So at this stage of the game, we usually see the kings with an eco probably about 70% behind on that top slider there. It's much closer, around the 30-40% for the metal. So yeah, these guys are going real good compared to when we did this last week.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how it goes. I think the kings will probably have the advantage, just looking at where we're at the 8.5 minute mark. However, it depends on whether people get aggressive or not.
Everyone's got to remember that these T2 construction turrets are turned on as well, so make sure you take advantage of those and get that eco really booming and those units out.
Chain react, but we're seeing some armies massing, and it's looking at where they are. It could be a very rough time.
Just doing a few announcements there. 1 minute left.
Great to see those units massing at the bottom of those outer ramps. And we'll see those moving forward at that 10-minute mark. That is an ambitious build that we have going on there in the middle.
Oh wow. Yeah, if that comes up, that's I'd be going into a
The
few
real question will
demons
be,
first before that,
can
surely.
can everyone survive long enough for it to become a factor?
I mean, it's building it off of plus 300 metal per second, which is more than enough. Yeah. Most lands are looking pretty good. I kill you for fun deciding to go into units for defenses. I don't mind that. I do the same myself quite often. And that's 10 minutes. Let's announce that.
And we can see some of those people charging on in.
Nice amount of units on the left here. If they all
There's
go
a
at
lot
once.
of units. What have we got across the map? 430 odd units ready to go here. Would love to see those units pushing every ramp on that left-hand side.
Yeah.
With this being a new map, some of the builds haven't quite developed as far as the others.
Only
And I know when we were
this...
practicing,
Yeah.
it was rough to try and get everything up. Although this looks like it should be enough. Great use of the stacking defenses there. The T1 Beamers and Dragon's Claws backed up by the T2 has done a great job of slowing down those units. It looks like some of them are still going to make their way through. And good to see them continuing on rather than stopping to deal with anything in particular.
I mean, can you imagine if
As
that
Sarah.
force went up the other ramp that had no defenses?
Oh, if it had gone up the one above it, they would have well and truly made it in.
Yeah. We're
And that's the
halfway
thing
done
with
with the
these.
Epic Fusion, so once that comes online, I think we're going to see a lot of units out of Duffy in the middle. But right now, all the action is on the left for the peasants coming up, and the top left
side.
for the kings pushing out. A number of fiends there. Commanders getting into position to try and defend against these. We've got some belchers. They're going to do a ride against these, but a bit slow moving, and they're possibly going to do a bit of eco damage on their own team. Need to pop down some LLTs, commanders. This is all T1, but now we've got fiends coming in. These fiends should clean up a lot of this wind pretty quickly. Karkanos are going to do a little bit more. Well, they're archaic Karkanos. Are going to be doing a little bit more than the static defenses. And those fiends now being cleaned up. Nicely done. Only one base really going down there. That one fiend, a bit of a hero there, popping every single windmill in that corner, apart from, oh, maybe not. A couple left behind. And cleaned up. Nicely done, peasants. We're going to see a stalemate here for a little bit now.
Yeah, it's looking like the Kings have now stabilized. They've got defenses or units at every ramp at this point. And I'm not seeing any weak points. At the 10-minute mark, there was definitely a handful of ramps that could have been pushed. But now they all look to be fairly well established.
We
So
got
at the moment, the
some commie ecos now happening around the base with places for the peasants. We do have fusions up, a couple APHIS, advanced geos. It's looking not too bad for them, and they are still ahead on the eco. Energy only slightly ahead, but you can see this experimental epic fusion reactor. Once that comes online in about 1 minute, we're going to see that energy,
they're
jump.
struggling on for that one. Decent push on that top side, that T1 push. Once you can get through that first sort of wave of units, the bases are generally fairly open, and we can see that this is essentially a flood just to see what's going on.
This stops the T3. That's really good out of the Kings there, preventing the Marauders coming out.
Oh yeah, that will. The real question is, do they kill the base or go for the
We got the build power first, because that's going to stop the next Marauder coming out. And if we can
hide behind the base from the com.
Comms thought, alright, I'm losing it, why not degun it? Why not? Because then you can't res it. Wouldn't have done that. I would have just let it die and then rebuild it. The explosion probably would have cleaned up the T1 units. Now we got a catapults coming up. That's probably going to target the Prude, maybe the commander, but the commander might get the D gun off on those ones. Zooming back out quickly, making sure we're not missing any massive action. We do have units
on the right side. We've got some units shelling up onto those points.
Oh, one more shot onto that advanced geothermal and we'll see a big bang. That's on 0%. It has 12 life left. Please tell me that that's something else is going to shoot up there. This is asset there.
Look,
Man, they must have been manually
getting res
firing.
now.
That's
I think they
getting-
were. When
Yeah.
manually firing, shoot until you see the smoke and the boom go off. You can see
Yeah.
the units as they die.
That was potentially quite epic. Yeah, that epic is down now, and look at that at the top right. The yellow bars are showing for eco. That one epic fusion reactor has now put the Kings 30% ahead on eco, which we don't usually see this early in a game. We're just 5 minutes into the actual combat stage of the game. We're going to see units. We are going to see units. Demons coming down. We've got massive amounts of T2 construction turrets, 35 of them out. So they're going to be pumping out one demon every few seconds, I think.
Just having a look at the player cam, the peasants can't really see what's going on, particularly for the defenses on the king side. What can the king see? They do not have a lot of information either, so both sides essentially blind at this point. They can see the armies that are massing kind of in those no man's land sections, but not necessarily much beyond those. Good use of those jammers from both sides.
Yeah, these are 5-second demons coming out of Duffy right now and not managing to spend all that metal, so I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing the big T3 come out soon. We're talking the Juggernauts and the Behees.
Yeah, it looks like the Kings are still well and truly overflowing on energy, which isn't particularly surprising with that epic fusion. However, they're going to rapidly start transitioning to a lot of units, I'm suspecting, with their eco at
I would
almost double the peasants.
love to see these arbiters take out that Geo on the top of the hill. You can see here
Some
what
good
the
pushes.
what's that? What are you looking at?
I'm just looking at this bottom side, some pressure building down here.
Oh, we got a
I
Sol
don't know if
Invictus
it'll be
out.
enough to make it through.
Yeah, that Sol
But
Invictus
as they're
pushes
doing-
straight up the ramp. That's going to find that advanced Geo, and that's going to be Scarve out of the game. There is a commander there, and choosing to come visible whilst in the range of that Sol Invictus is going to spell doom. With all these ticks coming out, I don't think anything is stopping this.
No, that Sol Invictus is going to make it to the top of that hill, and things are going to go pop. If you look at just to the left of that, though, the peasants look to be making it up that ramp,
Yeah.
or at least forcing a response out of the Kings, which is what you like to see.
Trying to get down the bastion really quickly. I mean, even if it gets a couple shots off, it's not going to stop a Sol Invictus. As soon as it sees this advanced geothermal, there we go. Oh no, focusing on the defenses. I'd be just pushing in. If they got no eco, they're not building anything.
Yeah, defenses, whilst great, aren't necessarily that
I mean,
big a concern. You've got
they're-
enough spam there to deal with those, but it's the build power and the economy that juicy
pro
bits.
move. Just reclaiming that advanced geo last second before it goes pop.
It's not going to save the base, but it's definitely going to delay that explosion.
That ramp that you were talking about now, it's just kind of at a stalemate. There's these chimeras are keeping any of the
Those
goblins.
Medusas are going to do some work.
Yeah, but the sniper's taking them down quickly. One shot kill.
Oh,
And the Fat Boy's also
and
weakening
keeping
very
those
quick.
units close to the base means they can essentially hide from that arc of fire.
Prometheus pushing in quite quickly here. We'll go down to the Cacophonies and also those Pharos. But there is quite a bit behind here. Once these fat boys get in range, that's going to spell goodnight to any more defenses. However, demons are here to save the day. Even with the thugs here, I don't think these demons are going to be stopped by much more than these snipers. How many have we got? Just the one.
If you zoom on out and have a look on the far right hand side, demons are rolling around the map at this point.
Yeah, this is what I thought might happen out of Duffy. Going into the second epic APHIS now.
Can they spend all of the energy they've got is the real question.
Is there much conversion? We got epic conversion anywhere? We do. I mean, yeah, they're spending it.
He's converting 83,000 and generating 60, so
That's overflow from others then.
I suspect one of the challenges is storage. It looks to be bouncing off the top. I know if you don't have enough storage for the generation that you've got, you can tend to overflow and your generators or your converters will turn on and off and cycle. They've got a ramp up and ramp down time like most things in this game. So if you can have enough storage so that you're not bouncing beyond what you can have, then you can end up generating significantly more metal off of the same economy.
I love these assimilators. They're like a Razorback but slightly more range. You can play it a little bit safer with them. They do go down quite quickly, but yeah, you target what you want and they're gonna get the kills.
Commander has died.
APHIS about to go pop there. Nicely done, going for the commander. There's another peasant down. We have 56 peasant comms left, 10 for the kings, and it's looking quite one-sided as expected. As expected. Last week, I think we had a similar bonus, but it was absolute chaos in the middle. We had, I think, half of the kings spawn, more than half, sorry, in the very middle, and no one really took the outside bastions, meaning that we had some leaks early on, whereas tonight, very strict roles were played by the kings, and each player defending the bases they need to. This is just so much T3 coming out. Javelins on the south, they are very cheap, not very strong T3, but when it's up against T1 and T2, perfectly fine. It's a good choice.
Yeah, and with these extra units, once you can start massing things, it gets real hard to stop anything.
And there's 90 of them. There is 90 of them. So, correction, there's now 100. That's how fast they're being built. This is feeling very one-sided.
J Frost up on the top right side, he's got 3 sharpshooters to a smuggler and compass. So there is just a lot of radars and jammers rolling up there. How is everyone going? I'm assuming that the unit caps are going to be getting real close for some of these kings with that many units streaming out all at once.
Yeah, Hot Step has definitely got a bit of a different feel. It's yeah, it's kind of a race for the kings because there will be economy that comes up in a big way for the peasants at some point. But do you take out enough peasants where all the kings can focus in one direction? I think the case of tonight is yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. You can see Shiva's now coming to save the day here, so Cloud's base probably going to survive, especially with the bulwark there just up against some T1 Centurions. No more T3 in this mix here, so they're going to have to fall back a little bit and then push on forward again. Chrome trying to get some D-guns off on some of these assimilators. It's just too much coming out.
One of the real challenges with balancing these types of games is it really depends on how the teams play. When we saw the 10-minute mark, if there'd been, say, 20 to 40 units push up every ramp, there would have been at least 3 ramps that would have fallen, and the kings would have been on the back foot and struggling at that point. However, because we didn't necessarily see that unit pressure, it meant that the kings could stabilize once they hit that 12-13 minute mark. There was no breaking them anymore, and it then becomes the eco races to can you get up enough before they start rolling out as they currently are.
I don't think anything's going to be stopping these javelins. It's going to be quite a quick one. We have multiple Sol Invictus going north. There is no win condition here for the peasants, I don't think, unless nukes get turned on somehow.
One thing that I am slightly grateful for is because we didn't get to sort of the same level of mass T3 units as we did last time, I'm not falling behind anywhere near as much. I think last time we did this map, I was behind by about a minute or two already.
Having said that, this feels like a Silver Chef player up against one Chev right now. It's coming out in all directions out of the Kings. There's really nothing that's going to be stopping them. And yeah, this is as good as over. So I think the bonus, do you remember what bonus we did last week? Was it 45 or 50? I think it was 50.
No, I think it was 50 or 60.
2 weeks ago, I should say.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and double check.
Yeah, I have a feeling it was 50.
Oh, that makes a difference.
What was that? That was a 4.
I don't know whether that was a self D or an attack.
Didn't see any
I don't
units
think
in there.
any
when
units had made it in.
Surely not a spy. Surely not a spy.
I'd be impressed if a spy had made it in to be able to pop things. We might have to go back and look at some point. This could be something that can swing it, but I don't know if it's going to swing it enough.
Yeah, there's still 150% advantage for the eco for the peasants. With Kakado's base having 3 epic fusion reactors, that's going to keep their whole team afloat in economy.
Yeah, you can see that the Kings haven't necessarily lost anything particularly.
Just on his conversion, he's got 2,500 metal coming in, just on conversion.
And that goes to show that you don't necessarily need all of the eco, you just need enough to be able to spend it. If you can spend everything that you've got, maybe consider another one. But if you can't spend across the team, then you definitely don't need any more, and they can turn into more units.
Definitely a lot of comments in chat there about this being uneven. We had the presumption that this was going to happen, and yeah, unfortunately we're not going back to Raptor. We stuck with this map, so it is what it is, and we'll fix it up for next week. We'll probably do the 50% bonus again, and make sure that that lava is separating everyone.
The other thing to keep in mind is that we've had pretty much a year to balance all the other maps. This one is its second large game. So it's going to take a few to get a feel for how it balances, who's in what team, all those sorts of things.
The bonus is at 15% more than what we had it at last time, but we also didn't have the extra units turned on. So
and that
it
makes
completely plays difference. Being able to put out some of these P3 units like the simulators that you don't usually have access to, and the whatever they were on the other side of the javelins. And having this T2 build power really changes things.
One of the bigger things is with the epic economies, you can scale significantly harder as a king. Whereas typically you're essentially capped on what your economy can be just based on space. The T2 build towers allow you to spend that, but when you've got the T2 build towers and the epic economy, the kings can end up with it's in the realm of 3 or 4 times more economy than what they can without the epic eco, and that snowballs really hard into units, which is why we often don't have that on.
These Praetorians really are a multi-weapon system. Like they have everything on their backs. Bit of missile, some plasma, which couldn't go through the shields, but how to get around that? Go inside the shields so you don't have to shoot through them. So that's going to be another base going down for the peasants, and just about cleans this one up. Bit more of an explosion out of Kakado. Those epic AFIS do give a nice effect on the screen.
The Kings deciding that they have well and truly won this game at this point, setting off the fireworks.
Yeah, be pros guys and delete all the rest of the fusions and just win it with what you got left.
I mean, I think at this point it's basically just finding where the last couple of commanders are.
Yeah, there's only 6 of them. Hint there on the top. +1 from Stormlord on the bottom, trying to walk their way into the middle of the map. I hope they get there.
Charge. If you're gonna go down, you might as well go down swinging in a final blaze of glory.
Stolen Victor's finding him there, trying to shoot, trying to find, cannot find. The D gun off, but then the next one's probably going to do the damage.
Ooh.
Oh, just nicked
There we
his
go.
back. Quite amusing. This has been incredibly one-sided. Sorry, guys. It was a test, and we know how to set this one up for next week. We'll also have the lava in there, so it's not so hard to coordinate. If you want, hit that follow button on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. And you'll be able to see when we launch this one next week. There we go, one commander to go, and they are on the top right, since they're sitting there quietly.
I think the players in the middle probably make a bit of a difference this game as well. This would have been a fairly stacked Kings team compared to most. Looks like our last commander's up on that top right side.
But not the very top right, not where that little peninsula is, just below that peninsula. Where there's no mexes in the corner. If J Frost is listening, just go back south where your ticks just came from. There we go.
It looks like they found it.
And that's all over Red Rover. Sorry about that one, guys. Not as competitive as the last games, but still fun nonetheless. At least for 10 players that started in the middle, or 11.
Yeah, we'll keep trying to dial this one in as we go, but there's always going to be a few teething issues. Good question as to why it's not finished. I think we look at just stopping this because there's no comms left at this point.
That is odd. Are there settings that say it doesn't end? There we go. Bit delayed there. You can really see from the graphs how insane the eco was for the Kings on that one. So we'll dial that one back if we've got the extra units turned on to probably around the 40% mark, depending on who's in the middle in the future.
I don't think we've ever balanced the epic economies well.
No, it's
we have to
hard.
leave those off for us to be able to get a reasonable sense of balance for this one.
Alright.
I think that's going to be us done for the night.
Yep, we'll just change that lobby name to After Party, and we're going to go over and raid Two Pumps, who joined us earlier in the night. Appreciate him jumping in there. Please do follow and like our channels if you want to see our stuff in the future. It is King of the Hill here every Sundays on Beyond All Reason.
Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by AllReasonNoLogic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. AllReasonNoLogic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action.